This one definitely ain't over.
Boys make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing dependent.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose.
Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll see the Colts superstar wide receiver. He rises when it matters most as he comes in third in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Colts and the Celtic Tigers on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get to it.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So the Colts in great position here as they get things started. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Dawson Knox, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts use the only turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the result for the Colts is a touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
They got 29 yards that time. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run left with Pollard. And he's got room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Walden. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tony Pollard. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Celtic Tigers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched. Question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
This This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Indy. 66 yards. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Indy. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
From 6 yards away. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Dublin's offense now set to take over as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown! Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Celtic Tigers have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Touchdown! Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Finding room at midfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. On first down, Walden. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Walden. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Pollard is into the end zone. Touchdown. These two teams in this first. And now before we get to the extra point, touchdowns do have to be confirmed. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Pollard again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Celtic Tigers have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. They go play action now. Lawrence, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DK Metcalf, 32 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Dublin's offense now set to take over. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Walden, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. 23 yards the pickup there. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles? And the defense loses him. It's complete. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. That's taken on the 25. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver, because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we reach halftime in a wild first. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. On play action, Lawrence. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mike Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On first and 10, Weldon, quick slant caught by Kirk. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, Weldon. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a give here to Pollard. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Here's Pollard again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a third and 2 more. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Taylor. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Colts send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And they will take over first and 10. Dublin's offense now set to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And caught by London. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down. Walden had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
He has just eclipsed the 13,000-yard mark for his career. What a career it's been. Incredible running the football. Back to Taylor on first down.
And some room to run now. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Dublin's offense now set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, I wish the staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. But just a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that'll give them a first.
defense just simply can't get off the field on third down. And we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 79 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. On the counter, it's Taylor. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Throwing to start the drive. Walden. Throw left side. There's London. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Walden. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. He's got room at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On third down, Walden. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their three-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they strike first and 10. And all the way down to the 39. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never...
Bigger, better, petty, don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better.